Hello everyone, Sam Abraham here today. And today we're going to be talking about self-love and how it's actually very complicated. It's not as simple as people make it out to be, especially when they tell you love yourself. Why don't you love yourself? You should love yourself more. In all actuality, one, it's hard. Two, they tell you all that, but then they don't tell you how to love yourself, what you should do to love yourself. When self-love, it's not as simple as, oh, love myself. There's so much stuff around it: self worth, self esteem, confidence, self expression, sense of self, and more. It's how you perceive yourself, it's how, when you make a mistake, what you go to and what you think of. Do you allow yourself to make mistakes, or do you understand it's okay, I made a mistake? Or do you straight up and judge yourself? If you don't get everything done, do you criticize yourself for not doing it? Do you stay up all night getting anxious thoughts and start to overthink? That's what it means to not love yourself. And now let's say you're confident in your job, but personal life, you're not confident. You know your self-worth when it comes to getting paid and such as like that, but not your self-worth when it comes to personal matters and treatment. It's You have to know it all. You have to build it all. Your self-worth, yourself, as well as your love for yourself, encompasses it all. It's not as simple as just love yourself. No. And the other part is, are you able to say no to people? Are you able to take care of yourself? If you love to take care of others, you love to be there for others, but in the end, you're not taking care of yourself and you're burning yourself out, it doesn't mean you don't love yourself. It just means you don't know how to take care of yourself. A lot of people will start to tell you, oh, you're burning out. You don't love yourself, do you? It's like, no, actually, I do. But maybe you might not have boundaries. That's also a different part of self love. Having a boundary system, having a system in place that says, you know what, guys, I need to be taken care of. Can you guys help me out? And more and more. It's a system for yourself, no one else. That's where self love comes in with yourself. Building up that system, building up that rapport with yourself. Another form of self love, and that's what creates that whole image, the wholeness, self expression. How do you express yourself? How do you show the world who you are? Do you play it safe because it makes others comfortable? Are you more out there and outgoing? Or what people call extra? Whatever it is, are you being true to yourself? Now that is what's important. Whether you're straight, gay, lesbian, trans, non-binary, queer, no matter what you are, gender fluid, all those. As long as you're true to yourself, you start to create a sense of self-worth, self-love, self-esteem, self-confidence, and more starts to build up. And it doesn't just become in what's in your work only, or you're in your personal life only, while in your job you're not this. It builds up everywhere. That doesn't mean you can't have fun. That's where even your sexual side, whether you sleep around, whether you're celibate, whether you're a virgin, whether you're not a virgin, No one can take your worth or your love away from yourself. It's your choice to love yourself or not. It's your choice to say yes or no. No one could judge you, and you cannot judge others for their choices and their sexual side. We're all human. I know many people that do enjoy sleeping around and having sexual experiences, and they love themselves. They understand themselves, they know themselves, they know their worth. Okay? And I know people that won't sleep with anyone, that are waiting until they find the right one, and so forth, so forth. That is also a choice. And they also know their self-worth, self-love, and they're both equal. They both know and understand themselves. You cannot tell one person, oh, you don't love yourself because you sleep around, or oh, how do you know you like this if you don't sleep around? It's not your path, it's theirs. And that's what self-love is. It's loving yourself, loving your path, loving who you are in the present moment, and also having a goal of who you want to become, in a sense. Now, don't make it a concrete goal. Just say, you know what? I want to love myself more, or I want to build up my self-worth, self-confidence, self-esteem, self-expression, sense of self. That's all part of it. That's all part of you. Being honest with yourself and not shaming those parts of you is what's important. If you want to be sexual, be sexual. Just be safe. If you don't want to be sexual, don't be sexual. If you want to dress a certain way, go for it. But no matter what you do, no matter how you dress, make sure you are safe. You are in a safe space. All right? You can't. Sometimes it's harder. Sometimes you have to be hidden. And I know that feeling. Many people know that feeling of, or they even tell you, I'm okay with you be doing you, but don't do this. Or you need to separate it from us. Or you need to do this. And if you fall into their lie and you listen to them, that line will become a prison. If it means telling them goodbye, if it means you showing up as yourself and you getting looks, it's hard. But when you finally start to become yourself, those people's words, those people's judgment won't matter. Because you know why? Because you'll love yourself. Because you worked on all aspects. You worked on your self-worth, your self-confidence, your self-esteem, self-expression, sense of self. You worked on your boundaries. You worked on your sides. You worked on your, what they would call shadow sides, which just means hidden. It doesn't mean they're dark or evil. It just means you hide them. Like a shadow hides behind you. It does not mean darkness or wrong. Okay? Once you love all aspects of yourself and you can console them, give them compassion and empathy, understanding, that's how you start to master self-love. That's how you start to love you. And knowing using anger or hate in your speech when you're talking to someone, that does affect you. It's like the molecule experiment, the one molecules. The way he talked to water, I just forget his name and I apologize for that. The way he talked to the water changed its molecular structure. From love to hate, compassion, empathy, all of it changed it. Even the music, because we are so much of water. How we speak to others and how we speak to ourselves does impact us without a lot of people noticing. Now, that does not mean because you love yourself, you let people walk over you. No. That's where kindness comes in and boundaries. Having the boundaries and the kindness and the strength within yourself to say, no, thank you. I'm not doing this. Either talk to me differently or I will walk away. And that's how it should be. It should not be any other way, any other aspect. You should not lower yourself to make this person comfortable, that person comfortable, while they don't do any of that stuff to make you comfortable, to make you happy. Why should you lower your self-worth, your self-love, your self-confidence for them when they in respect don't do that to you? And then you go back to yourself, or they tell you you should love yourself more. It's like, how can I love myself if you don't tell me? If you tell me I can't do this, I can't do that, and I listen to make you happy. So that's how it should be. You love yourself. Be yourself. That's actually one of the first steps to figure out who and how you want to be. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming today. My name is Sam Ibrahim. I'm a trauma PTSD expert. And if you like my channel, subscribe and like. And I'll see you guys again next time. Bye, everyone.